the only definition.
Sorry, 1 second. I don't care if it's, I can define anything, but what I want to go with is the shared definition of
There's not consensus. There's no consensus.
Let me finish, please. What I want to go with is the shared definition.
I'm using the word sovereignty.
Listen, let me just say my point.
Yeah, so just say your final thing. Say your final thing.
I want to go.
I need to pray, man.
I want to go.
Have you prayed? We're going to pray.
I want to go with the shared definition of the philosophical community. The shared definition.
There's no such thing as that. That's the most nonsense thing you've said all day.
Why is it the most nonsense thing?
Sorry for using the word again. Shared definition of the philosophical community.
Yes.
No, man.
Why is that not?
Most definitions are contested. Almost actually all definitions are contested.
But what is the shared definition?
No. There isn't one. No, there isn't. For most terms, there is contest on definitions.
Yes.
Give me any word you want in the English language, and that has a philosophical implication, and I will tell you that there is some discussion. Even if we look at that word multidisciplinary in a multidisciplinary way, you'll find that there are different definitions. There is you can't compel me to. I have to. This is what you've done, Joshua. Okay, let me tell you once again. Your thesis that you spent 2.5 years on, that you spent a lifetime on and thinking about, it boils down to a definition. Okay, if I'm able to show you that we don't need to take that definition, then you cannot superimpose your argument on me. You have a semantical argument, has no semblance or has no bearing on the physical world around us. That's the reality. You can make a false argument on the computer, and that's how computer science works, and it can still be something which is not true, but you can still coherently put it. So the point is this. Sorry, Joshua, to put it nicely for you. The Father, if He is sovereign, is paternally besought of all, then it makes sense to say He cannot be dependent upon the Son. You're saying He's interdependent. That must mean He's dependent. That means you've contradicted yourself.
Okay.
That's
now, can I ask you? What if I define sovereignty different from you?
No. We go back to our text. You're a Christian. I'm a Muslim. Yes. And vernacularly, I have defined sovereignty
according to your view. Why can I take your view?
No. I'm talking about the Bible here.
Tell me where it says sovereignty in that way.
No. Look at the Hebrew in the Old Testament.
Tell me exactly where I want that.
No. Look anywhere.
No, tell me.
Anywhere with the word sovereignty.
No, I don't want anywhere. I want evidence.
Anywhere. No, evidence. Tell me now. Are you saying God is not sovereign?
I've never said that. Now, see, Mohammed.
How do you define sovereignty? How do you define sovereignty?
You just
go back to the Hebrew roots.
Mohammed, you just made a claim.
Yes.
Back up your claim.
Oh, I'm backing up.
You said to me there is a definition of sovereignty that the Bible.
Not only.
Tell me what.
Okay, there's many. Elohim. Even the word Elohim. Yes, Elohim.
Verse where? Tell me.
It's all over Genesis.
I don't want to know all over. I want.
No. All over Genesis. The word Elohim is used. Okay.
No, but
from Genesis 1. Genesis chapter 1. From Genesis chapter 1. Verse 1 even, yes? Elohim means in the Hebrew.
The Bible? Get the evidence.
No problem. I'll tell you in Hebrew what it means.
What's the evidence?
Elohim.
Yes.
Elo literally means the all-powerful one. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're using the Hebrew here.
All powerful, not sovereignty.
No, I'm giving you. We're going back to omnipotence first. Hold on.
You're good.
No, hold on.
What are you talking about?
Joshua, please. Your definition.
You just said to me. 1 second.
Joshua,
you just said to me, Josh. You said, Joshua. Leave omnipotence. We're talking about sovereignty.
No. I'm giving
now
you both.
You're saying you're going back to omnipotence.
I'm giving you both. No problem. Either way.
But then you didn't let me use omnipotence.
I'm giving you the.
You're not arguing correctly.
Okay. You said you can't tell me I'm not arguing correctly. I've done my argument.
You said we need to go with one definition of sovereignty.
No problem.
Now I ask you one thing. That's all I asked you. Give me the evidence that backs up your claim of the definition of sovereignty. Now
hold on.
You went to omnipotence.
No, because you're running away because it's very clear what I'm doing.
I'm right here. I'm not running away.
No, you are.
Literally, I'm not running away.
No, you are. Because
I can say it, but
Joshua, listen. Elohim is the Hebrew equivalent for the all-powerful one. It's a two-part construction.
I have no issue with it.
No, please, let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
You have been interrupting me.
Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Elo means the all-powerful one. Him is the majestic plural in the Hebrew language. Your definition of omnipotence that you initially gave to us, a philosophical definition, contradicts, number one, this biblical Hebrew understanding of Elohim. That's number one. Number two, the Old Testament understanding, yes, of sovereignty is also in line with the Quranic definition.
No, show me that. Where is the definition of it?
So we'll get. I don't know.
I don't know. Don't make claims without any evidence.
No, I can't, because I'm not knowledgeable. You're the Christian expert.
You're making a claim.
Okay, show me where it says sovereign in the Bible.
I didn't say that. You made the claim about sovereignty.
I don't know where it says sovereign in the Bible.
Then why are you talking about it?
No, I don't know where it is.
You just said Christians have this definition of sovereignty.
That's a false argument. Just because I don't know the reference, it doesn't mean that I'm asking you. You're the scholar.
Think about your reasoning.
That's not reasoning, my friend. You're asking me where. I don't know where.
Think about your reasoning. Just 1 second. I can make a claim now that the Quran has this definition of this. Okay. What would you first go and say to me? Where does it say that in the Quran? I can't say. Do you know what? I can't say. I know where it is. I can't tell you now. I don't know where it is.
Sorry. Joshua, I said to you, I am the student, you are the teacher, alright?
No, but you're making a claim.
Joshua, listen to me.
Yes.
If I'm the student and you're the Christian expert, why are you depending upon my knowledge of references in the Bible?
I'm not.
And my lack of...
is back up what you said.
Hold on.
Don't make false claims.
Listen, Joshua.
That's what I said.
I'm saying to you, my question to you, does the Old Testament use the word sovereign in reference to the Father?
Maybe it does, but you're making a claim about sovereignty.
No. You don't know your Bible. Okay, I'm asking you a question. Joshua, simple question. Does the Old Testament use the word sovereign in relation to God?
Probably does. I have no.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Now what you have to do now, research for both of us. Since you don't know this, you should know it. You're the Christian expert.
No,
hold on.
Mohammed.
You're not listening to me.
You know what?
Joshua, you keep interrupting me. You're not letting me.
You're a skilled debater. Do you want me to tell you that? Do you want me to tell you why?
Joshua, please.
1 second.
Let me finish my.
Can I just say?
You're interrupting me.
Can I just say this point about skilled debater? Okay. You're a skilled debater because what you've done, you've made a claim that the Bible and Quran share a definition of sovereignty. I then said to you, please back up what that is.
Yeah, I don't have the references.
Through the Bible. Then you say to me,
do I have the Bible in front?
What? So I tried to give you the Bible.
Adam ad-dalil laysa dalil ala Adam. I don't. Just because I don't have the references here, I'm asking you for the references.
No, but listen. What you've done then, I said back up your claim that you made.
Okay, fine.
You say I don't know where it is. I can't back up my claim.
So does that mean
now you're saying to me,
I'm wrong? Does that mean I'm wrong?
1 second.
Go on, man. It's desperate, man.
I'm just
Joshua,
saying,
that's nonsense.
I'm saying no.
You're the Christian expert. If you came to me, listen to me, Joshua, please. If you came to me and said to me, where in the Quran does Allah use the word sovereign? I will say, actually, listen. If you ask me, I will say.
Did I ask you that?
No.
Joshua,
now you're becoming pedantic.
No, Mohammed,
everyone can see you're clutching at straws. Everyone can see here. I'm asking you.
What's my?
No, look, it's something we can research, guys. Can someone get the word sovereign in the Bible? I mean, I don't have the reference in front of me. What are you talking to me about here? Just because I don't have the reference in front of me doesn't mean it's not there. You're the expert. I expected you to.
MMA, right? I'll change you to an MMA fight. Yeah? Get your gloves. Yeah.
No problem.
Mohammed, 1 second.
No, I'll do.
Okay. What's your searching? Can I speak? Is that fine? Okay. All I said to you was, you made a claim. Please back it up. That's all I said. Then you tried to turn it and said, but you need to know where your references are. But I'm going to make the claim about sovereignty. You made the claim. So that's all I said to you. Please provide me evidence that backs up your definition that the Quran has exactly definition.
What will you do?
Oh, no problem. I learned from you. No issue. Who's this one? Is this yours?
This guy. Okay.
Huh?
No problem.
You have to shoot. Oh, no, we need to talk.
No.
You want to carry this one up?
No,
in a second. Let's have a chat.
Okay, Psalms. Yes, wait, hold on.
Any evidence which is not found by time.
He wants the word sovereign in the Old Testament.
Like what?
Okay, Psalms. No, hold on. You asked me for something. Then
I'm saying 2 seconds. Can you find it? Then I'll just.
I got it.
Okay, what is it?
Psalms chapter 103, verse 19. The Lord has established His throne in the heavens, and His sovereignty rules all over.
So what's the problem with that? Okay. Now, how is that the definition of sovereignty? Tell me.
Now we've got sovereignty here, yeah?
I have no problem. They use the word. Now define it according to the Bible.
Yeah. Now let's go to Psalms 103, 19, yeah?
Is this the Bible?
I might head down with you. Are you taking? Do you go Marble Arch or you?
You are a Christian scholar. You're going to help us, yes?
Outside of time and
Okay,
space.
Read this, brother. Read.
Yeah, what's up?
I want to know.
Read it, my friend. Yes? No.
No, I haven't. No, this is benefit of doubt.
Yeah, where does it say that though? I can't even see it.
Benefit of doubt is
It's not
about
even there.
giving someone.
You're looking at translation, man. It's
No, it's not. It's got the Hebrew. It's got the Hebrew.
Yeah, but it's not even there. It's not even there.
Okay, what you have to do.
We'll continue.
All possible.
Okay, fine.
Okay, but can I just say my last statement and then you say your last statement? That's it, and then we do it.
So I'm just
Last
saying.
statement. I won't comment. You don't comment.
For me, it's very clear. The God of the Old Testament, yes, He is sovereign. Even the God of the New Testament, He is sovereign. The definition, linguistic definition of the word sovereign, yes, we can both ascertain easily. I mean, it's going to take a quick search, man. It's a quick search. We can both ascertain means eternally besought of all, independent. It doesn't require anything. I am just saying, if God is sovereign in this way, He cannot be independent and then dependent on the Son at the same time. Simple thing. That's the Quranic argument. Allahu Samad. Allah is eternally besought of all. Lam yalid, qul huwa Allahu ahad. Say is Allah one and only. Allahu Samad, the eternally besought of all, the sovereign. Lam yalid, He has no children. Walam yulad, He is not the child of anyone. Walam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad, and there is nothing like Him. Yes.
Okay, last one I want to say. I've never said that God is not sovereign in the Old Testament. I've never said that the Christian understanding of sovereignty is not something that we hold to. We understand that God is sovereign. We understand that the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are sovereign. All I have said is that dependency or interdependency does not negate from omnipotence, firstly, which we went with, and it doesn't even negate from His sovereignty. Because when we understand sovereign, it's saying God is sovereign over all.
Okay.
Now, no, I didn't comment on yours. Oh, let me say. Now, does that mean that God is that God cannot be dependent within Himself? Because when I'm using the term God, I'm referring to the Trinity. So the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit can be interdependent, and that doesn't negate from the sovereignty of God, aka the Trinity. So,
okay, so thank you very much. The people will be the judges. Thank you. Sorry for the
no, same. You know how it gets. Who's owns this?
Oh, yeah, this guy. Take care.